Yeah.
But the
Phil
thing
said that's
that
That's bigger.
But the thing that LeBron haters love to talk about, and what MJ fans love to bring
Off
up,
the grill.
is the All Stars, right? The All Star appearances, right? Because Scotty didn't get the All Star appearances, but we talked about the things that Scotty changed. But another thing we didn't bring in the factor is players branding themselves. In the 90s, it wasn't really a formula, and people didn't know how to brand themselves that well. Today, players could be a Kyrie Irving, which is probably a Chris Jackson, Abdul in the 90s, but because
right.
of branding and
Right.
marketing, he's more seen, he's more known, he's more popular, and obviously the NBA knows how to market their players. So, and they know how to do it by now, especially by now. After Michael Jordan, that's the formula. We already know
I
what to
was
do.
you just took that out of my mouth because I mean that's the one thing we do gotta give Mike. I was talking to one of my homies and I was like, I remember the first ever time I seen Michael Jordan cologne and I was like, what? Like Michael Jordan got cologne? Like I want that. You know what I'm saying? And like Hanes, he had his Hanes on, and I'm like, yo, all right, there I am with my whitey tighties. You know what I'm saying? It's like those are things that Mike did kind of break through, and now we didn't have that. And think about Scotty, they were focusing that on Mike, so they're not going to put another guy. It's like it seems like the league made it seem like Scotty was just a sidekick. But what I wanted to say was it's kind of like a Superman and Batman situation, and whoever you
Yes.
wanted to be
Yeah, that's what
Thank
it
Superman,
is.
you.
Yeah.
whoever you
Thank
wanted to be
you.
Superman, that's up to you. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you.
But that it was no Batman and Robin. It was
But you
more
could
of
do
that.
that because at the time, you got rest his soul, David Stern, the greatest commissioner ever. David had two things happening. You had the advent of technology, okay, during the 90s, and commercialism kind of coming together, at the same time.
Yeah.
And David Stern's formula was, I am going to brand my stars, my biggest star, so that I can globalize the game,
Ooh,
Jordan.
meaning
ooh,
Michael Jordan.
ooh,
In
Yeah.
doing so,
ooh,
I
yeah.
have to create a deity. That
Mm-hmm.
he has to be deified almost
Mm-hmm.
in order for it to become a globalized
And that's
game.
where we get the
And he was able to do that. In order